Hi guys, today we're going to make air dry clay ornaments. It's the first time I'm going to be trying them, so I'm going to show you how it's done and we'll see what we come up with. But we're going to make nice Christmas ornaments and see, maybe give them out as gifts. So stay tuned. Okay guys, this is what we're going to need. We have some das, clay, air dry clay. I got some boards to work on, rolling pin to flatten it out. Over here I have some molds and things I'm going to use, and some scrapers, and my rack to dry them out on. And then after we make them, we'll let them dry for 24 hours before we start painting and decorating them. So here we go. And here we are, everyone, ready to go to open our das air dry clay. I'll take it on the end here where it says cut her open. And then, there it is. I've never used clay before, so this should be fun. This is an adventure. This is just something I wanted to do this year, is try to make my own ornaments. So I'm going to get this out of here and put it on there, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I cut out a block with my little tool here. It's a painting tool. But it'll work perfectly in this situation. And so we'll put that aside and we'll start working. I said you have to work the clay. So I'm going to work this around and then I'm going to roll it out with my rolling pin and I'll be right back. And here we're rolling it out. Trying to get it as uniform as I can, but you know, these are handmade ornaments. There's going to be a little variance and it's not supposed to be perfect. And here we go. We have our air dry clay spread out. So we're going to use our cookie cutters or what have you. You have anything you can use as a shape. And we're going to cut our first one and see what we get. There. And we could leave it like that. Or we can use one of these little doodads that came with it to put a design in the middle. Let's see if I can find the one that lines up with this one. Is this the one? Oh, yep. And so push that in. Push them in, push them in, push them in. See if we get a design. And then, let's see. Oh! And I'm going to use my little scraper to hopefully get him out of there in one piece. Oh, look, there we go. And then pick him up. There we go. And there's our first ever ornament. Air dry clay ornament. And then you can just push down the sides. They said a little water and it'll help you push those down to get the creases in so it's smoother. You could use just a touch of water here, which I'm just got off to the side here, a little bowl of water. And then, isn't that cute? And then we'll just put it off. And there is one. We've got one done. So I'll let it dry on here for a little while, and then when it gets harder, I'll put it onto the wire baking rack to continue drying. And here we go. I've got more set up in their little cutouts. So we'll start taking them out. There's one and the little design. Oh! Two. I'll take the outsides off first. And then take the little designs off. Oh, look at that. I took it all the way out. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, that really worked out. Oh, look at that. So I'll take them all out and set them up and dry, and I'll be right back. Bingo, guys. And just finishing them up, I wanted to mention one thing for sure that you got to remember to do when you have them like this is to poke with a little dowel, a wooden dowel, a little hole where you want to put the, the string for the ornament to hang on the tree. So make sure, remember, go around and make a little hole, or else you won't be able to hang them up anywhere. So here we are, our first ornaments ever, and I poked holes in for the ribbon, and now we're going to let those dry for the next 24 hours and see how they are. And then, in that time, transfer them to a cookie sheet so they can get air on both sides. And next, we're going to make little buildings. I'll show you that. Hang on. Okay, guys. So now I have a piece of clay, and I've got it pretty much flat on all four sides, like that. And I'm going to cut off pieces about this big all the way down. And now that you've got them all cut up, we're going to wet our fingers a little and start shaping them into little houses. Oh, and they're slippery. Like little roof, and we can pitch them up on the side, and then we can make it flat on the top, make little houses out of them. So we're gonna, there, you see, we're getting a little roof started here. See? Little roof, and there are the walls. Okay? We start making little house shapes and building shapes. And I'll be back when I've got them all made. And we're getting there. Got a few little houses left to do. Cutting little pieces off here to make the roof. See? Make a little roof. You'll see, it'll all come together when we start painting them and putting on the little windows and things. And they don't have to be perfect. This is not anything. This is homemade, handmade. It's special. And that's the way it should be, special. We'll make our little town here. Little pitched roof. And here we go. And the last one. There. So we have the beginnings of our little buildings. I'll keep these scraps and make something else as well after. Now that we have all these buildings, we can start putting in little marks like, oh, that's where the roof will go. You see? See the little mark? So you can go along and put this mark on all of them. And that'll be the roof line. Okay? So go ahead and do that to all of them, and I'll be right back. Okay, and you can see I took a dowel, and I'm just making this the outline of a window. You know, you can do whatever you want. This is definitely your project and definitely does not have to be perfect. And then I'll paint all this in after, and then I made little marks in the roofs and all that to make little houses. There we go. Now, when these dry, we'll paint them and everything else. But one major point you have to do before you forget is put a hole in right here. Right in the very top, a little hole. That's where you're going to put your eye hook later on. See? Your eye hook's going to go in there. Okay? Don't forget that point because you won't be able to hang it on anything if you don't do that. Okay? So we're going to let these dry as well. And I'll come back when it's time to start painting and decorating. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. And I just thought I'd show you where we are with our air-dried clay ornaments. We've begun painting some of them. Painting some of the roofs on the houses. I'll paint some more different details. I figure I'd do one color at a time, make it easy. And then these little guys are just little extra ornaments to add to it. And I figure I got some bells as well that I might add to it. So we're just going with the flow here. But yeah, it's painting time. Have fun with it. Hello, guys. So I thought I'd give you an update of where we're at. Our little houses are turning out wonderfully. If you can get them in there. I'm just waiting for the white paint to dry, and then I'm going to put little wreaths and things on them and put little intricate details and all that stuff to bring them to life. The clay ornaments, snowflakes, are doing great. They turned out wonderfully. I did the back side in gold and the front side's in different colors, and there's some gold flakes in there as well. I'm hoping the light will hit them and make them pretty on the tree. So we'll see about that. And I'm probably going to use some gold buff and stuff on the front to add some dimension. And my little gnomes are getting there. Once they get a nice clear coat, all of this will look good. I tried to make a little heart on top up there, but it's not really standing out. So maybe I won't do that. But anyway, so here we are. This is where our clay, air-dry clay ornaments are standing right now. I hope yours are doing as great as mine are. It's so much fun. And it, again, doesn't have to be perfect. This is for fun. Here we are, another update. Our ornaments, snowflake ornaments, are looking great. Our gnomes have little hearts on their backs now. We have Christmas lights on our little buildings. And our hooks came in for the little buildings, so we'll be putting those on eventually once we varnish and seal everything to keep it nice. But here we are. I hope yours are going well, enjoying yourself, enjoy the season. Okay, we just put the sparkly varnish on the snowflakes, so we'll let those dry. And then we just put lights on under the windows and the doorknobs on the houses. And I think that's it for the houses, and then we'll varnish those as well. We added a little glitter varnish to our gnomes, and we've added our Merry Christmas signs and painted the tip, and I think it looks great so far. So we'll be putting these together very shortly. Hi guys! So after we varnished the little houses, I put the eye hooks on. You can see them here in the top where we left the hole. There. And then glued them in. I attached them. One brown roof, one green roof with a Merry Christmas and a bell for our one ornament. I think the houses turned out really well. Not bad for a first attempt. Not bad at all. Oh, having trouble focusing camera. Anyway, a little heart on the back. And then for the snowflake clay ornaments, air-dry clay ornaments, I did this with a bell, and I put them with my gnome, and I put the year on the back. So that's the second ornament. So 2 different styles. And here we are, the final hanging in the tree. Little houses. And here's the snowflake and the gnome. And the Christmas lights. with their bell. Merry Christmas, everyone.